Willie D. Live.
What's up, family? At the behest of Donald Trump, your president, the U.S. military attacked Venezuela and arrested its president. The question is, was it legal? Check out Donald Trump in the aftermath.
We're going to run the country until such time as we can do a safe, proper, and judicious transition. So we don't want to be involved with having somebody else get in, and we have the same situation that we had for the last long period of years. So we are going to run the country.
So they just invaded a country, arrested its president, basically kidnapped the president, and said, hey, we're going to run the country until we find somebody suitable to run it the way we want it ran. Wow. Absolutely gangster. Now that's gangster, fam. But is it illegal? Well, usually when something is gangster, it is illegal, right? Yeah. Check this out, fam. This is how I know that Trump knows what he did was illegal. On November 2nd, White House Chief of Staff Susie Wiles told Vanity Fair that land strikes in Venezuela would require the approval of Congress. She said that if Trump were to authorize some activity on land, then it's war. Then we need Congress. Days later, Trump administration officials told members of Congress much the same thing, that they lacked legal justification to support attacks on land targets in Venezuela. Just 2 months later, here we are, Trump doing exactly what he said he could not do legally. Yeah, and check this out, fam. Boy, the internet has receipts. Here's what Trump said in 2003 regarding Venezuela.
How about we're buying oil from Venezuela? When I left, Venezuela was ready to collapse. We would have taken it over. We would have gotten all that oil. It would have been right next door. But now we're buying oil from Venezuela, so we're making a dictator very rich. Can you believe this? Nobody can believe it. You know where the oil, their oil is garbage. It's horrible. The worst you can get, tar. It's like tar. And to refine it.
So that was the play all along. You don't say. It wasn't about attacking boats that was trying to bring drugs into America. It was about oil. Here's the deal, fam. America is such a bully that never gets checked by other countries. The UN is basically useless. They're supposed to be the governing body that keeps people in line, keeps countries from going rogue and illegally invading and taking things from other countries. The UN is supposed to be like the parent company, right? The sheriff, if you will. It's useless. America pretty much does what it wants as long as it does not impede on China's interest, because it knows better, right? This country, Venezuela, is now being ran by a foreign government. I know some of y'all like what's happening because you like the idea of America being the bully, because you are a bully too, and you think it's going to make you safer if America just gets more and more power. You actually think that's going to make you safer. Let me tell you something, family. The way to solve the deficit is not going in and invading another country and stealing their resources. The way to feed Americans is not to starve foreigners. The way for Americans to have affordable housing is not to take away housing, to blow up housing in a foreign country. we're going to learn the hard way one day. I hate the fact that we really can't do nothing about it and we ain't got nothing to do with it. Like a lot of us, we don't have nothing to do with this. But we're targets too. Believe you me, fam, the first chance somebody get to ride on America, it's a wrap. And I don't think America's going to have any allies, because I do believe that the allies who claim to be rocking with America really despise America. They just rock with America because they don't want to be a victim themselves, right? Kind of like how people rock with Trump. The people around Trump don't like him, including his kids. They don't like him, his wife don't like him, nobody likes Trump. But because of the power that they've invested in him, everybody's scared of him. So they don't want to be next. So they kiss his ass. And they bow down to his demands. They cave in. This is not a good look for America at all. This is not a good look. These people, like the Klan members and the Proud Boys who ride around and push people around and terrorize communities, they are microcosms of America at large. This is why they're able to do what they do and get away with a lot of it, is because they're just mirroring America's appetite for destruction, for being bullies. This is what they do. This is why they don't have a problem with America bullying other countries, trying to police other countries. You know it's something wrong when the President of the United States says that he's going over to another country to liberate the people because they're hungry, they're starving, the price of living is out of control. The president is not taking care of the people. Every day I wake up, I'm seeing one tragic story after the next of people in America who are going without, who are on the verge of financial collapse because they can't pay their rent. They're struggling to pay the mortgage. It's hard to pay the car note. The price of food is out the roof. That's happening here too. So charity starts at home. If you want to help somebody, how about help yourself first, man? I'm not mad about having a president who wants to extend charity abroad. I'm not mad at that at all. But you take care of home first. So if you do not take care of home first, that makes me extremely suspicious. If we were good over here, if everybody was good, I mean, we got a lot of people that are good over here, don't get me wrong, I ain't tripping on that. But there's a lot of people here in this country that are not good, all right? Yeah, we got a lot of opportunity, but there's a lot of people in this country, for whatever reason, haven't been able to take advantage of those opportunities. And sometimes you do take advantage of opportunities and then you go through a rough patch. So it's a lot of people going through a rough patch right now. Hell, you got lawyers who are unemployed in this country right now. Lawyers. I never thought I'd see the day that happened. But there are lawyers out there who are unemployed. And then you got this dude who just stripped away nursing as a profession. Good God. And they're also saying that they're no longer going to recognize accounting, architect. What else did they say? They said accounting, architects. It was a number of people, a number of professions that they said they were no longer going to recognize as professions. So these are just going to be jobs. Oh yeah, man, it's bad. It's bad. America is imploding right in front of us, and we can't see it. A lot of us can't see the forest from the trees because we just slow up top, and we believe anything that we hear. It's called blind loyalty, otherwise known as stupidity. Yeah. So I don't know how this is going to end, fam, but I don't see all of this wrongdoing ending well. I don't, back in the barbaric days, okay, maybe, you can get away with stuff like that. But in today's time, I don't see it happening. I don't see how this can be sustainable. Venezuelan people are terrified. They get it. A lot of them get it. I've seen a few videos where they've interviewed Venezuelans who say, Trump, come save us. That's propaganda. You better know it. Most of the people on the ground, they're reporting that they do not like this hostile takeover. They do not like this invasion. They do not like the fact that their president was removed. Now keep in mind, that's the president they chose. What if somebody came over here? What if somebody looked at what we got going on and decided that, we don't like the president, he's doing a horrible job, and they come over here and they kidnap Donald Trump? Wouldn't you be upset about that? That was a loaded question, my bad, fam. I should have used another example. But you're picking up what I'm putting down, right? You follow me, right? We can't even imagine something like that happening to a U.S. president. Somebody come over here, bomb on the U.S., kidnap the U.S. president, and got him over in Iran somewhere. Can you imagine that? Donald Trump been kidnapped. They got him in Afghanistan, in a hole somewhere in Afghanistan. They can't find him. And they come in and now they're running Congress. They're running the United States. Imagine that. You can't. But what say you, fam? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. No more talk.